The Bray family has been making sweets in the valleys for almost a century. It started off with Harry Bray, and then at about the turn of the century, his son Frederick took over, later opening this tiny factory at the back of Merthyr High Street. For more than 30 years, his grandson Fred has been keeping the old tradition alive.
They used to roll the sweets in the morning before they went to school. As people do newsagents' jobs today, the kids go on selling, taking the newspapers around. So they had to turn the handle, and it was all handle. There was no machinery then. The handle used to go around then before they went to school in the morning.
Using recipes dating back to last century, Fred creates old-fashioned and sometimes long-forgotten sweets, like ladies' fingers, winter warmers and aniseed twists. At one time, there were 6 family firms hand-making sweets in Merthyr alone. Now it's something of a dying craft.
We sold a terrific lot of sweets then. Sweets really moved out very, very fast then. But of course today now we've got supermarkets and hypermarkets. And when we do some of the shows, we have the mothers ask the children to come to see the sweets being poured into bags, so you can see that.
That's actually a novelty.
Yes.
And the family closely guards its own special recipe.
We've got the winter warmer, which is a very old recipe that's come down to the family. It's a spicy recipe, really.
It's a secret recipe too.
It's a secret recipe too, yes, it is. Many have tried to copy it, but nobody succeeded.
The small factory in Merthyr turns out 25 batches of sweets a week, each batch weighing 40 pounds. Now there are plans to turn the factory and historic buildings around it into part of a tourist trail, with school children and visitors able to watch the whole process. There's a lot to learn, isn't there, for children?
There is, yes. These flavours come from all over the world. The eucalyptus comes from the Australian gum, and the aniseed is produced by the monks in China. And American peppermint comes into it from America. And we've got the lemon from Spain, and the clove, the beautiful cloves, comes from Zanzibar, the little island, spice island of Zanzibar.
You're 54 now. What's going to happen when you give up? There's nobody coming up to take over the 5th generation?
Well, these are actually one of the oldest parts of town that's left standing now. This is the old grist mill. And hopefully when it's all done up, I know the programme, they said, is going to take 10 years, but hopefully when it's all done up, somebody come along and say, yeah, I'll have a go at that. So there you are, then I can sit back and train them up.